Hi everybody, just a quick update for you. Not long now to the Bushcraft show and I'm really looking forward to that. It looks like I am going to be able to go. As you know, we've had a few problems here with Mandy. She had a bit of a funny turn on Saturday and we had to get the ambulance out, but it turns out it was a reaction to one of the drugs they put her on. So she's okay. Some finished knives first. Hung and Do. This is yours. I finished it last. Dangler carry sheath. Came out really nice. Managed to get a nice sheen on the leather. Lovely stitching, lovely edge coat. Well burnished. I'll talk about the burnishing in a minute. I've had a real I've got one of these inquiring minds, and I'm always trying to improve some more, you know. And I was aware that I wasn't quite getting the burnishing on the leather as good as perhaps it should be, you know. And I finally found the little secret that they do to really get the edges burnished up. But I'll show you this knife first. The fire steel, I put a matching green liner through it because I don't normally do that, but I did it for this one because the corian is only about 12mm thick and it's not quite wide enough, so I had to glue two pieces together. So I thought I'd put a matching green lanyard, a green fibre liner through that to match the knife. Just a nice touch. It does add to the whole procedure though. Right hand sheath. Logo stamped in, 2 holes for the lanyard to tie it around your leg. Knife's a full tang, non-tapered. Green liners, mosaic pins, hand webbed flats. And you can see, hopefully you can see that logo's come out really nice. So that's yours. Plunge lines, all good. Yeah, I think you can see that. And I like a nice sharp drop point. Tips nice and even. Hopefully that's showing out okay. So that's yours, Hung Do. Nice knife that. The corian is quite weighty though. I've done some minis as well. I finished 5 minis. The others are, I've got 3 of them here. I've done one. Oh yeah, I'm making these handed as well because I watched Jacklore.bushcraft's video recently, and it became apparent to me that I think I'm going to need to make them left or right handed. Whether if you're left-handed or right-handed, you need them to be orientated that way. That's my dog having a go. Hang on a sec. So here we are. Anyway, this one's a left-hander. This is for Ken. Ken Cram. There you go, Ken. You've got the logo in that one. Look. I'm not sure the light's that good in here actually. So that'll dangle on your, you have to make a lanyard up and it'll dangle down there. So I mean, being left-handed, it's orientated that way, so you just have to open it up. And it's all ready to go. I do advise you put a little lanyard on. And there's a guy called Jacklore.bushcraft, and he made a lovely video of how he built a lanyard. You see it comes out, the knife that just come out. And it'll just come out like that, and it's in the right hand for you, or rather the left hand, if you know what I mean. So they're going to need to be left-handed or right-handed for each individual user. And the burnishing, well, they're all edge coated, and I've got them really well rounded off now. You can see that there, and all round there. And you know, I was just watching videos on YouTube, and then I watched a leathercraft video, and then the secret was revealed to me in my inquiring mind. I was able to apply that, and it works a treat. And you can see how well burnished the leather is now. I was just using water before, just damping the edges down and burnishing with the slicker to get that rounded over, or is it called the slicker? Burnishing tool. And it was doing it okay, but it wasn't as good as I'd liked it to have been. So now the addition of a little secret ingredient has really done that. Can you see how well burnished that is now? And lovely. Very happy with that, and they're all like it. I've done one for Sean. That's Skid's Bushcraft. Let's show you them all the three that I've got here anyway. Yeah, you can see the burnishing on them hopefully. Kelly, I've done, well, your knife is going to be completed hopefully this week. I said to him last week it'd be ready at the end of the week, but it's looking like it's going to be the end of this week. This is going to be your knife. It's all ground. It just needs the hand finish applied to the flats, and then the scales added in. The sheath's built. I've just got to put the finishing touches to the sheath and the fire steel, and that should be ready at the end of the week, hopefully before I go for the Bushcraft show. So there you go. Look. And there's another little commission I've built for somebody. This is just a plain oak. That's a 100-year-old oak that Sean Hawkins sent me. Very hard, just a plain knife, no fibre liners. But a beautiful knife all the same. This is just a simple plain Jane, and that's Corby bolts. These are Corby bolts here. And that reminds me, Sean. Oh, I did read your message. I meant to PM you. The ground sheet, it'd be absolutely fantastic. I really need that. I've been on to my supplier about the Desert Ironwood scales, and I just cannot get any. I've tried a few places now, and the guy's got some in stock, but they're 10mm, and I need thicker scales than 10mm. So maybe I'll talk to you about that at the Bushcraft show, or if there's another option that I can use, maybe more figured walnut or something like that, or perhaps if you know somewhere where you can get it from. I'll talk to you about that later on anyway, but your knife build's coming up just around the corner now actually. Oh yeah, that reminds me, new machine in the workshop. I'll just take you off of here. As and when the need arises, I buy a new machine every now and again when I can afford it or when I need it. Up until recently I've been relying on the little Clark sander in the background there, and it's done a good service for me. It's broke down on a few occasions, but I've been able to repair it. Basically it's just a drive belt which snaps, so it's very simple to repair. But it is a hobbyist sort of machine really, and whenever I need to buy anything new, I always this time I always spend the extra money now and get something a bit more professional quality. And I've gone and bought myself a 12-inch disc sander with a 1 horsepower motor. So it's a brilliant machine. It's so much more accurate. I mean, there's no play at all in the bevel. Bevel guide there. Whereas when you compare it to the machine over here, well, it's not in the same league. Also, the table on this is quite flimsy, whereas the table on this one, it's cast iron, and the adjustment is fantastic. You've got a lock there, and then I can you can see it adjusting there, and it really is super accurate as to how and where you lock it. And you can see just how accurate it is. And it's just a matter then of just snipping that up, and that locks it. Great machine, very powerful. So I'm very happy with that. It's got a brake on there. Just slow it down quicker. Yeah, very impressed with it. I've used it a few times now, and it's going to speed up the process and also at the same time make things more accurate. So it's again striving for perfection. This is now my my hand rubbing and finishing bench as well, and you can see I've got Rob's vice there, which has been a huge asset to me. But I do my hand rubbing. I get the little stool, move it over here, and I do my hand rubbing on this block of wood here. And that's it really. That's just the update. A quick look at the workshop. It's only a small workshop. Virtually all the tools in it now that I'm using are professional quality. The bandsaw's a light duty bandsaw. I did have a problem with that, but that's running sweet now, and I've gone and bought a load of blades for it, so I'll hang on to that for a while longer. But that'll be the next thing to upgrade, just as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, and I'll see some of you at the Bushcraft show. Should be a good bash. Really looking forward to that meeting. Looking forward to meeting lots of you and having a good time. Perhaps a chance to just have a chill out as well, because it's been pretty full on here really, what we've taken Mandy to and fro to the hospital, and then having to do all the caring duties as well, plus fit working. It hasn't been easy, and there's at least 12 more weeks of it to go. But we'll get through it, I'm sure of that, and probably get easier as time goes on, because she'll be able to put some weight on her bad legs soon, and then hopefully she'll become a little bit more independent. So all the best, see you in the next video, and as I say, see some of you at the Bushcraft show. Thanks for watching.